Hey guys, welcome to Wrench to Drive. This is a quick review of the Injora Ford F150 body shell. Guys, if you've tuned into the channel before, you've seen this body many times. I've used it on all kinds of projects, and it's looking a little worse for wear these days, but it's been through quite a bit, so I can't really complain too much. Done a bunch of repairs. There's some hot glue here and some hot, no, is that hot glue? No, hot glue up here. It's cracked and chipped and paint's been touched up, blah blah blah. Anyways, so you know, it's been through quite a bit. Hasn't held up too badly in my opinion. This one's still usable. This is a new back half that I'm working on for the Red Cat Gen 8 that you see here. It also works on pretty much any crawler of the same wheelbase, but this was Red Cat Gen 8 specific, and I think it's turned out pretty good. I'm doing a little update right now that's printing. You can probably hear it in the background. Alright, so on to these Injora bodies. Guys, if you get a pre-painted one, this is what you're going to get. Something that looks just like this bad boy here, or very similar. Now, try and make sure everything's focused nicely. In my opinion, these bodies are far from perfect, and the main reason, as you can see here, is these stickers. This one is super crooked, guys. I mean, it's not great. I'm not that picky, and it's not spectacular, guys. And on the other side, as you can see, this part's much straighter, but if you notice the window up here, it's way down compared to the other side. To me, the grille actually looks pretty good, guys. I don't mind that at all. One of the reasons I like this body is it actually looks pretty cool. It looks like a pretty sweet Ford truck, in my opinion. But these stickers, when you get a pre-painted one, are not ideal. Now, I'm not too upset because I got two for 38 Canadian pesos off of Amazon, and I really wanted the clear one, but I figured, get the 2 for 1 deal. That's a whopping 19 bucks a body. I don't know if you can get a body much cheaper than that, guys. And if you spend any time in the RC hobby, you know the bodies don't last forever. So having a cheap one kicking around as a spare is not a bad thing. Now the clear one, as you can see here, guys, nice, clear, got a film on it. Trying to show you here. I can't get it. Can I get it going? I can't get it going. Anyways, it's got a protective film on it. It's a nice body, guys. Not too bad. The Lexan is it's about 1 millimeter, I think. I don't know where my calipers are, guys, but it's, you know, it's not super thick, guys, but it's not terrible. But most of the damage on my other one came in cold weather, so you know, it's by no means the worst body I've ever seen. So you get yourself a nice clear body. Unfortunately, it comes with no window mask stickers or anything like that. It just comes with a clear body, so you're on your own. I mean, part of doing bodies, guys, is it takes a little bit of work, and you know, you got to put some effort in. So for me, that's part of the fun of the hobby. To be honest, bodies are probably my least favorite thing, but it's still fun. Something to do. It's only an RC body. If you screw it up, it's not like screwing up the paint job on a real car. It's you know, it's not the end of the world. So for my money, guys, I actually like these bodies a lot, as you can see, and one of the reasons is I like the honcho trucks, so I've been building back half roll cages willy-nilly here, guys. Oh, I wanted to show you too, guys. The latest ones I'm making are out of TPU, and the reason being it's super flexible. You can see it's really bendy stuff, guys, so very durable. Takes a lot of beating, guys. Another nice thing, if you've seen any of my other bits, the way that you have to connect some of the parts, guys, when you engineer them, it's a little dodgy when you're using PLA or some other plastic. Well, with this stuff, you can make a pin A into orifice B type setup, and it's actually going to hold up okay, guys. It's not gonna break on a whim, unlike other plastics. So to me, this stuff is actually pretty nice for making roll cages out of. It's a little bendy, guys. It's a little too flexible. But the alternative is polypropylene, and polypropylene is like twice as much money. So I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to one of these days, and I'll let you know how it works out. I'm more interested in polypropylene for suspension parts and stuff because it's a little stiffer and by all accounts the strongest TPU. So I think it'll be really good for a lot of RC car parts. But like I said, it's kind of pricey. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see. So back half roll cages out of TPU, really cool. And that black one you saw on the Red Cat, that was made of TPU, nice and flexible. Paints up pretty well. Paint, it sticks pretty well, guys. Not I haven't tested it out too extensively, but it doesn't seem to flake off on a whim, so that's a good thing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that holds up. You know, definitely painted up, it looks pretty good. And that's just hobby grade acrylic paint, guys. Really cheap dollar store stuff. You know, it means that you can touch it up for super cheap, guys. Costs you practically no money to touch it up if you chip the paint on the roll cage and stuff. So you can't really go wrong. And with that cheap acrylic stuff, you know, you don't really see the touch-ups, guys. It you know, it holds up pretty well to RC car type use and abuse scenarios. So there you go, guys. The biggest downside, like I said, the stickers on the pre-painted versions, not ideal. If you're just looking for a beater body though, guys, not that bad. This yellow to me is not the sweetest yellow I've ever seen, but it was the only one they had left. They didn't have any of the other colors. So I was kind of kicking myself. Should have bit the bullet in the winter and ordered a couple, but I was feeling cheap. Didn't feel like buying them, so. And then the great shortage of the COVID crisis here has made it hard to get stuff, so I decided I better get these while the getting was good, because everything's going up and getting hard to get. Oh, and the one thing I was going to tell you guys is the real upside to ordering these is that they come in a box, guys. They come nicely packaged in a box, so any damage is minimal. Like there's a little ding here, guys. You know, that's all I could really find on this. It's not super noticeable by any stretch of the imagination. The clear one was on the inside, so it doesn't have a mark on it. So that's, you know, the nice thing about them. If you order them on Amazon, they come in a box. You can't go wrong. I'm pretty sure anywhere you see these, they will come in a box, because Injora, that's one of the things they advertise. So, you know, unlike some of the shells that you can order online for cheap, that, you know, who knows how bad they're going to be when they show up. You know, these show up generally in good condition, especially if you order off Amazon, where they're not shipping around the world. They're just shipping with, you know, generally within the same country that you're in. So definitely worth a look in my opinion, guys. And if you like the cages that I'm making and you know, the parts that I'm supplying on Thingiverse and whatnot, you know, these are the shells I'm using on these trucks, guys. So, you know, there's no smoke and mirrors. That's what you get. Yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Give you an honest idea of what you're going to get. It's always a bit of an adventure when you're ordering stuff, and it sucks when you get something and it's not what you expected. So hopefully that's good information. And for what it's worth, if these things go through the roof in price, they're not worth it, guys. You can get Proline bodies and, you know, high-end RC body shells for, you know, fairly reasonable amounts of money at your local hobby store and stuff. It's just, anyways, they're worth what they're worth to you, I guess. And in my opinion, they're priced pretty close to the right dollar value right now. So take that for what you will. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you find that helpful, and we'll see you next time on Wrench to Drive, where we pose the immortal question: wrench to drive or drive to wrench?